Hello everyone. Welcome back to another session of Lesson 1 Democracy What and Why. Today we will look at another feature of democracy, that is free and fair electoral competition. We can say that free and fair electoral competition is a situation where all the political parties have right to contest election without any interference, and also there is no misuse of governmental powers. Holding election of any kind is not sufficient. The election must offer a real choice between political alternatives, and it should be made possible for the people to use this choice to remove the existing rulers if they wish to do so. So, a democracy must be based on free and fair elections where those countries in power have a fair chance of losing. Free and fair elections gives an opportunity to the people to elect their representative as per their choice. In China, elections are regularly held after every 5 years for electing the country's parliament, National People's Congress. The National People Congress has the power to appoint the president of the country. It has nearly 3,000 members elected from all over China. Some members are elected by the army. Before contesting elections, a candidate needs the approval of the Chinese Communist Party. Only those who are members of the Chinese Communist Party or 8 smaller parties allied to it are allowed to contest elections. The government is always formed by the Communist Party. We can say that there is no free and fair electoral competition in China because power is being misused by the Communist Party in China. Let's look at another example. Since its independence in 1930, Mexico holds election after every 6 years to elect its president. The country has never been under a military or dictator's rule. But until 2000, every election was won by a party called PRI, Institutional Revolutionary Party. Opposition parties did contest elections but never managed to win. The PRI was known to use many dirty tricks to win elections. All those who were employed in government offices had to attend its party meetings. Teachers of government schools used to force parents to vote for the PRI. Media largely ignored the activities of opposition political parties except to criticize them. Sometimes the polling booths were shifted from one place to another in the last minute, which made it difficult for people to cast their vote. The PRI spent a large sum of money in the campaign for its candidate. So, studying the example of China and Mexico, we can say that these are not fair elections. A democracy must be based on a free and fair elections where those currently in power have a fair chance of losing. Let's look at another feature of democracy, that is, one person, one vote, one value. It stresses on political equality. It means that everyone in the country, irrespective of the caste, color, gender, creed, and income earned, is allowed to vote for his own representative. That is, the choice and opportunity is available to all the citizens on an equal basis, without any discrimination on the basis of gender, caste, and color. The policy of one person, one vote, and one value should be followed in a democracy. This principle has now come to be accepted almost all over the world. Yet, there are many instances of denial of equal right to vote. For example, in Saudi Arabia, women do not have the right to vote. Estonia has made its citizenship rule in such a way that people belonging to Russian minority find it difficult to get the right to vote. In Fiji, the electoral system is such that the vote of an indigenous Fiji has more value than of an Indian Fijian. Students, I hope you all have understood this much. We will continue this lesson in my next video. Thanks for watching.